The governor, Ron DeSantis, was also in the room for this meeting with the families as it got started. And at the beginning, President Biden started, he spoke to the entire room, really talking about his own experiences with grief, saying it is something that he knows deeply well, unfortunately, and he knows they are going through something similar that never really goes away, but is something that you learn to process. And talking about what that process is like, and saying no one really knows what you're going through except you, and talking about the added layer of difficulty that comes when you are grieving in public. And that is something that, of course, he knows all too well. And so I'm told by the mayor that at times his voice became emotional as he was talking about this, Jake. And he talked to the families, and then he went around to smaller groups of tables of these families, of the people still not yet accounted for, or either they do know what happened to them, and was talking to them one-on-one, Jake, for about 3 hours inside this room. And so we do know we are going to hear from President Biden any moment. We should note that earlier in the day, he did have a meeting with local officials. During that meeting, he seemed to catch some of them off guard, telling them that he does believe the federal government is going to be able to front the full cost of this recovery and this search and rescue effort.
All right, Caitlin Collins, thanks so much. Appreciate it. Let's turn now to the disturbing moments just before the Surfside, Florida building collapsed. CNN obtained new video taken by a couple who was staying near the tower that seems to show the entrance to the parking garage, and where you can see water and debris leaking into the garage. As CNN's Drew Griffin reports, this is just the latest sign that years of water damage and decay and neglect were an issue.
Lawsuits, emails, and letters are emerging, pointing to years of delays and disarray in fixing known problems at Champlain Towers South. Building documents reveal property management and leadership of the condo association had changed in recent years. The Washington Post reports the resignation of 5 board members in 2019, as residents and board members argued over how to pay for a massive multi-million-dollar repair bill aimed at fixing deteriorating concrete pillars and damaged concrete slabs. In a letter obtained by the Washington Post, the former president of the homeowners board voicing her frustration. We worked for months to go in one direction, and at the very last minute, objections are raised that should have been discussed and resolved right in the beginning. She goes on to say, this pattern has repeated itself over and over. Ego battles, undermining the roles of fellow board members, circulation of gossip and mistruths. All of it crashing down last Thursday as surviving residents watched in horror.
I saw a crack starting in the ceiling, coming down fast, and that black line open it and open it and open it.
While the official cause has yet to be determined.
The investigation is ongoing. We have no comment at this time about the possible causes.
Another unanswered question, why major repairs on the building had not been done.